Good morning, students. Students, this lesson is of class 10th for the subject of mathematics, topic quadratic equation, and is being submitted to you on 12th April 2021. Now, students, in today's lesson, we will learn about quadratic equation and their solutions. Now, first of all, let us see what is a polynomial. Now, children, we have done in the previous class that polynomial is always in the form of an x power n plus a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus so on to plus a. Now children, here x is variable and an minus 1, they are the coefficients of the xn and xn minus 1, and where a is the constant. This is your polynomial. So now children, in this polynomial, if the highest power of the variable is 2, then that polynomial is called quadratic polynomial. So now children, what is a quadratic polynomial? Polynomial with highest power of an expression is 2, that polynomial is called quadratic polynomial. Okay, if I ask you what is a cubic polynomial, cubic polynomial is a polynomial in which the degree of the expression is 3. Okay, so now let's talk about the quadratic polynomial only. Now, children, these are the few examples of quadratic polynomial. You can see that here the degree is 2. So these all are called quadratic polynomial. You can see that the first one, 2x square plus 4x minus 1. Here the highest power of a variable is 2. So this is your quadratic polynomial. Now have a look on the second one. It's minus x square upon 5 plus 6. So children, here also you can see that this is your degree 2, and this is also a quadratic polynomial. Similarly, the third one also. Okay. Now children, sometime if it is given in another form like in fraction, first you have to convert all of them in a proper form, and then you will check whether this is a quadratic polynomial or not. Now next one is quadratic equation. Now, children, so you got to know that your quadratic polynomial is always in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. This is the form of quadratic polynomial. And if this polynomial is equal to 0, if you put this polynomial is equal to 0, then this become your quadratic equation. So now, children, you can see that quadratic equation is in the form of a raised to power ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of quadratic equation where a and b are the coefficients of x square and x, and c is your constant term. I'll repeat here, a and b are the coefficients of x square and x, while c is your constant term. So children, I guess you are clear with what is a quadratic equation and how it is written in its standard form. Let us repeat. Standard form of an quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, children. Now let's move on. These are few examples of your quadratic equation. Just have a look on the first one. 9x square minus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. Children, this is your quadratic equation because the degree of the expression is 2 and it is equal to 0. Here a is equal to 9, b is equal to minus 4, and your constant term is 2. Okay. Now, children, let's have a look on the second one also. This is your x minus 1 is equal to 2x square. Fine. Right now, it is not in the standard form. So, first of all, convert this into standard form. You can take minus 2x square on that side, and it will become minus 2x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is your quadratic equation. Now children, can you tell me what is A in this, B and C? Okay, A is your minus 2, B, because there is no coefficient, it means that is 1, B is your 1, and C is your minus 1. So now let us discuss about the roots or solution of the quadratic equation. Now children, roots or solution of a quadratic equation means any value of variable x is a solution of quadratic equation if and only if it satisfies the given quadratic equation. Okay, any value of x, which is when you substitute the value of x in the quadratic equation, if it comes out to be 0, then that value of x is called as a solution or root of the quadratic equation. Now let's have a look. Now in the first one, we have a quadratic equation x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Let's check it out whether x is equal to 2 is a solution of given quadratic equation or not. So what you will do, instead of x, you are going to substitute the value of x as 2. Now let's substitute the value of x as 2. So now when you substitute the value in left hand side, it will become 2 square minus 2 is equal to 4 minus 2 minus 2. You just have to simplify this. Okay. Now after simplification, your answer is 0. Okay. After simplification, your answer is 0. So it means x is equal to 2 is the solution of the given equation. Or you can say that 2 is a root of the given quadratic equation. Is it clear, students? So what is a root? A root is a value of x which satisfy the given quadratic equation. Okay, students? Now, children, next topic is how to solve the given quadratic equation or how to find its solution. Now, children, in this class, we are going to discuss two methods to find the solution of the given quadratic equation. The first one is factorization method. Second one is by using direct formula. Okay. So let us discuss our first method, that is factorization method. You have done this in your previous class also. So let's see how to do the first method, that is factorization method. Let's see. Now children, in the factorization method, first what you will do, you will make the equation free from fraction and put it into the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay children, what you will do, if in an expression, if you get any fraction, then you will just cross multiply it and you will convert your equation in the standard form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay students, now after that you will factorize ax square plus bx plus c by splitting the middle term. Now children, you have to factorize this by converting into, by splitting the middle term, and then you have to put each of the, you have to put each linear factor into equal to 0. Now when you split your middle term, you will get two factors, and then you will put each of the factors equal to 0. Now after that, you will solve the two equations and you will get your solution. Okay children, so these points you have to keep in your mind while solving the quadratic equation by factorization method. Now children, let us discuss few questions from your book exercise, that is 5a. Now the first one is, determine whether x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 is the solution of the equation 9x square minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now children, you have to find out whether x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 is the solution of the given equation or not. So what you will do, you will substitute x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 in your left hand side. So just substitute the value as minus 1 upon 3. Now just substitute, and after cancellation and after simplification you will get your answer as 0. So as you get answer 0, so it means this is a solution of a quadratic equation. So now children, you can say that x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 is the solution of the given quadratic equation. Okay children, so to check the solution you just have to substitute the value in the given quadratic equation. Now children, let's discuss the question based on the first method, that is factorization method. Now children, have a look here. First one is 3x square plus 8 is equal to 10x. Right now this is not in the standard form of quadratic equation, so just convert it into standard form. So 10x you will bring it on the left hand side. So your quadratic equation here is 3x square minus 10x plus 8 is equal to 0. I repeat my quadratic equation, that is 3x square minus 10x plus 8 is equal to 0. Now children, first method I am discussing, that is factorization. So I told you that in this you have to split the middle term. So now let's see how we are going to split the middle term. First of all, tell me which is the coefficient of x square in this. Which one is the coefficient of x square here? The coefficient of x square is 3. And which one is the constant term here? 8. So now children, here first of all you have to multiply your coefficient of x square and with the constant term. Now you get it after multiplication as 24. Now children, you have to break this 24 in two factors so that you get your value as minus 10. Okay. Now what is your product of the coefficient of x square and constant term? That is 24. Now you have to break your 24 in such a manner so that you get two factors, and after adding or subtracting two factors you get minus 10 as the answer. Okay, so now children, you can see that here I have shown here. It is, if you make the factor 1 into 24, if you add or subtract 1 and 24, you will not get minus 10. Similarly, 2 and 12, no. 3 and 8, no. 6 and 4. As 6 fours are 24, so and you can write minus 4 and minus 6, which will give you minus 10. So it is, if you multiply minus 4 and minus 6, you will get plus 24, and if you add them minus 5 and minus 4 and minus 6, you will get minus 10. So this is the way you are going to split your center middle term. So you can write here minus 6x and minus 4x. Okay, so after that your quadratic equation becomes 3x square minus 6x minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. Now, just take the common from your first two terms, and your common in the first two term is 3x. So when you take 3x common, inside it becomes x minus 2. Fine. And in the last two terms, what is common? Minus 4. So when you take minus 4 common, it becomes x minus 2, which is equal to 0. So now children, your quadratic equation is converted into two factors, that is x minus 2 and 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now you got two factors. Now you have to put both the factors equal to 0. Okay, so now x minus 2 is equal to 0 or 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So from here you get the value of x as 2 and the value of x as 4 upon 3. Okay, students. So the solution set for this is 2 and 4 upon 3. Is it clear, students? So this is the way we use factorization method to find the solution of the given quadratic equation. Now, children, let us discuss one more question based on this factorization method. Now, the 44th question of your book exercise is square root 3x square minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 1. Now, children, right now, this is not in the standard form. Let's convert them into standard form of quadratic equation. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So first of all, children, squaring both the sides. Now square, because there is a square root, so squaring both the sides. So now square it. So again, this square root and square will cancel on the left hand side. It will become 3x square minus 2, which is equal to, here you will apply your formula identity a minus b whole square. It will become 4x square plus 1 minus 4x. Now children, let's bring the like terms together, and after simplification you will get your quadratic equation as x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now children, the same way we have to split the middle term. So now can you tell me which one is your coefficient of x square? What is the coefficient of x square here? It is 1. And what is the constant term here? 3. And 1 into 3 is equal to 3. So now can you tell me how can you make this 3 into 2 factors so that your answer is minus 4? Can you tell me? Yes, it is same. You can write this as minus 1 and minus 3. If you take these two factors, its multiplication is 3. Minus 1 multiply minus 3 is 3. And if you add them, minus 1 and minus 3, you will get minus 4. That is your middle term. So it means you can split your middle term by minus 3 and minus 1. So now you can write here as x square minus 3x minus x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now children, take common from the first two terms, that is x, and inside it will be x minus 3, and from the last two terms minus 1 is common, inside it is x minus 3. Fine. And now you have converted your quadratic equation into two factors, that is x minus 3 and x minus 1, which is further equal to 0. So it means x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1. So it means the solution set of this quadratic equation is 1 and 3. Is it clear, children? I hope you are clear with the first method, that is by using factorization method. Now children, let us discuss the second method to find the solution of the quadratic equation, and that is by using formula. And this is very important and easy also. Now children, you know the standard form of the quadratic equation. What is the standard form of quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation where b are the coefficients of x square and x, and c is your constant term. Now children, to find the roots or solution of the quadratic equation, you can use this formula. You can use this formula directly and you will get your solution. And the formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. I repeat, what is the formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation? That is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Now children, in this you know your ABC because it is given in the quadratic equation. A and B are the coefficient of x square and x respectively, and C is your constant term. You just have to substitute the values of A, B and C. Okay, and after substituting the values, you will get the roots. Fine. Let's understand this formula by taking an example. Now, children, let's look at the very first example. It is 9x square plus 7x minus 2 is equal to 0. Your equation is already in the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now children, can you tell me what is abc in this particular example? Yes, a is 9, B is 7 and C is minus 2. Okay, so now let's use our formula. Now we are going to find the roots of this quadratic equation. And now we have just discussed the roots we can find out by this formula. And the formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Now, children, here you know the value of B, you know the value of A, you know the value of C. So just substitute the value in this formula. So have a look. B is 7. So instead of B, what we have substituted? 7. So it is minus 7. Again it's B. Minus 7 square is 49. And A is 9 in this question and C is your minus 2 and 2A, and in the denominator you will multiply 2 with 9. Now children, in the first step we have just substituted the value of A, B and C. Okay children, now let's compute this. Now it will become square root 49 plus 72. You can see here it's just 49 plus 72. Okay, and now just solve it. Minus 7 plus minus 121 upon 18, and the square root of 121 is 11. So your formula becomes x is equal to minus 7 plus minus 11 upon 18. Now children, here there are plus minus, so it means from here you will get two values, because the first value of the solution will be minus 7 plus 11 upon 18, and the second root will be minus 7 minus 11 upon 18. I repeat, the first solution will be minus 7 plus 11 upon 18, and the second one will be minus 7 minus 11 upon 18. Because there is plus minus sign, so you have to count both the signs. So you have two solutions now. So you will get x is equal to minus 7 plus 11 upon 18, or x is equal to minus 7 minus 11 upon 18. After simplification, your answer is 2 upon 9 or minus 1. Is it clear, students? So this formula is very easy. You just have to substitute the value of ABC and you will get your answer. Now children, let us discuss the second question based on the formula. Now your question is x square plus 7x equal to 7. Now first of all, just change it into the standard form of quadratic equation, that is x square plus 7x minus 7 is equal to 0. Now children, here your a is 1, b is 7, c is minus 7. Now you have all the three things. Now you just have to substitute all these three ABC in your in your formula. Your formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Now children, substitute the value of ABC in the given formula, and when you solve it you will get it minus 7 plus minus square root 77 whole upon 22. Now children, we will not get any number of square root 77 Okay, so you have to use your method to find the square root of 77. So just find the square root of 77 by using this formula. By rule, you have to find, and the square root of 77 is 8.774. Okay, and now you have to substitute, because I told you here, because it is plus minus, you will get two values here. The first value is minus 7 plus root 77 upon 2, or minus 7 minus root 77 upon 2. And as you know that you have just calculated, the square root 77 is your 8.774. So substitute it here, and similarly in the second one also you have to substitute, and when you solve it you will get your answer as 1.774 upon 2, and the second value is minus 15.774 upon 2. And when you divide it, your answer is 0.887 and minus 7.887. As according to the question, you have to convert this into two decimal places. So you have to just round off to the two decimal places. So it will become 0.89, and here also it will become minus 7.89. So this is the solution of your given quadratic equation. Okay, children. So now this is your homework. Please have a look on this video one more time. And the formula is very easy, and you can use factorization method and direct formula also to find the solution of the quadratic equation. Now, children, these questions please try in your mathematic registers. Thank you, students.